Alright,
JDLC
uh,
recording.
Yeah,
you're
I see
recording.
recording.
Yeah, yeah.
Let me share my screen real quick. Make sure you enable screen sharing.
Yep. All right.
Alright, I can do that now. And I think you guys can see my screen now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay,
can see it.
okay, 1 second.
I got the notes up.
Yeah, I got
Good to
it.
go.
I'll just leave that here. Okay. Um. Alright, shall we start?
Yep, I'm down.
Alright, we're just a
Okay.
regular expression. How are we supposed to draw this? I guess we don't have to.
Do we just put it in the text box? Cause like a regular expression, you can just type it. Do
Yeah,
we need to do it in
exactly.
a note file or something?
It doesn't say so. We'll just type it,
I
I
think,
guess.
yeah, we can just type it. So
So
it has to end on Q0. And for that to happen, there has to be an A and another A. There can't just be one.
so it would be B star,
Yeah, cause you can have 0 or as many as you want.
and then it would be. Would you do? Nah.
Would be A, right? Because you have to go to Q1.
So I think we're gonna have another B star somewhere in here for Q1.
Right.
I think so that phrase on the right always has to end and start with an A. So
Correct.
wouldn't it be like A, B star, A?
Wait, you're saying it always has to start with an A?
I don't think you can
Like
start with an A.
the part on the right does. So like if
Oh
we
yeah.
ignore
Okay.
Q0 and just
Okay,
look at
got you.
Q1,
Yeah.
it
So you,
always starts and ends with an A.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's right. I think that's
Although for this one, we can't have like multiple A's.
Um.
I think
It has to
it
be.
also does, well, it also doesn't have to have any A's at all. So I think that the phrase A, B star A has to be in parentheses, because that's like a unit on its own.
oh yeah, you're right.
And then you
before
can have 0 or
okay.
we can have, because the empty string is going to be included in this, right? Since you start
Yeah.
on Q0 and so all of these are going to be 0 or more, which is the star. And then it doesn't matter which one you start with. So when we put this in like brackets, the entire thing,
Correct.
because then you have the option of choosing either B
That makes
star
sense. Yeah.
or A, B star A. And
Um,
you can do that endlessly.
but you can't start off at A, B star A.
But you can
Right?
do like.
Yeah, you can.
But you can do like A B B B B B B B A.
Yeah. And
How
that
does
would work.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah,
how
you
does
can.
that
You're right.
work?
So you start at Q0 and then you go A and you're
Oh,
at Q1 and then it's just B, 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 so on, and
I think
A.
this is right.
oh,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
Although it can't just be brackets, we have to have either plus or star. I'm pretty sure it's just star because we can have the empty string.
Yeah. So
Do we need, wait, when you do like I'm always confused by the formatting. Do we have to have like a straight line in between it to show that it's an option
you
or is
don't
that something
need
else?
to. I mean, he didn't do it on the tech quiz, so it's fine. But
Okay, yeah,
I
then we'll
guess you
keep it like
could.
that.
Just in the examples he did, you didn't use the vertical line in between, so we'll just leave it like this. And we can write that in the notes.
Well,
when
we
we go
need
to
we need the star outside the brackets.
repeat as many times.
And isn't reg expression or regex expression regular expression? Yeah, okay.
Okay, that's.
Okay, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that.
We can come back to this, but that looks right too. I've got a question too.
Okay. Oh shit, I forgot I can just start the quiz. Cause I was looking at that. Um, okay, so A question mark, B or C star. So
Let's create a DFA. Okay.
Oh no.
so we can have an endless amount of B's or C's at the end of it. So we'll just have a second node, I think, where like it will loop back to itself if it's B or C.
Okay. So
Should we have an error state as well?
An error state?
Yeah.
I don't think we need one, right?
I think it might be best to have just for clarification.
How do we draw it to where it can loop back to either B or C?
You hit the arrow to the right of like create node,
Right.
and then you
So-
just click on the node and type in what you want. Yeah, so that will point Q0 to Q1, and that will be
A.
any of them, so A, B, or C. Because it doesn't have to start with an A.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so A.
Yeah, just draw the line multiple times. That's how you add them. And it should just do a little bit of a, yeah. Okay, and now Q1 should have B and C looping back to itself, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
How do you? Okay.
Because you can have endless of those.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think that's probably,
And then, yeah,
and then that can be your final state, right?
yeah, change Q1 to be the final state. And I think we should just have an error state just in case he wants one, you know?
Okay.
And it would just be if Q1 has A, then it would go to the error state. And then it would loop back to itself for any value.
So this would just go to A.
Yeah, that would be A. And then A, B, C loops back to itself.
Okay.
Should we label the Q2 error state just so they know?
Yeah, so delete the loop back for Q0.
How do I
Yeah,
do that?
we don't need that
Oh,
one.
You hit yeah, you can just hit the skull and crossbones or undo. And then move Q2 over to the side, because we're gonna have it loop back to itself, and if the line's going down. So just right click on Q2. Hit set name. And then make it error.
where did it go?
Why didn't that do anything?
Okay. Try it again.
Is
Oh,
it
it's
not
on the other
popping
screen.
up?
Wait, one
Oh,
second.
okay.
Which is a big mess. I have like 4 more. Okay.
I guess you're not allowed to change the name of the states.
No, you should be, because I was able to. Oh, there we go.
So we'll just call that error or
Yeah, call it error.
okay.
Excuse me, sorry. And then error will loop back for any value, so A, B, or C, to itself, not to Q1 or Q0. That just makes it to where if it has an A anywhere but the beginning, that it's not valid.
How do I remove one of these?
Just hit the skull and crossbones and click on it. Okay, perfect.
What is that?
And then it will loop back to itself for A, B, and C.
Alright.
I think that's about it then.
Are y'all able to see this
Hold on, wait.
perfectly? Or I guess I can increase.
Actually, wait, we have to have the empty string included, right? Because A question mark means 0 or 1, and B or C star means you don't have to have them. So wouldn't Q0 also be a final state?
Ooh,
Well, oh yeah, because it can be 0 or more. Okay, I think you can have that as a final state.
Yeah, I think it being a final state just allows it the empty like epsilon to work.
Makes sense.
Okay, I think that's good then.
Yeah.
okay.
I think so.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Now it
Alright.
wants us to walk through B, 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 and A, B, C, B, B, C. How does it want us to do that? Just type it out, I guess. We could do something like, for BBB, it would just be like Q0, arrow Q2, arrow Q2, arrow Q2, end. Something like that. I don't know how they want us to format it, but
Can you run this in JFlap?
no, I don't think you can run anything. This is just like an image
So
thing.
why'd they use the word run?
We're not on question 3 yet. We still have to like prove or whatever
Oh yeah, okay.
that it works.
But it said run the following two input strings on this
So
DFA.
you run it.
I assume it just means like run it through it.
Yeah,
Like,
Can't we just write it out?
yeah, you could type it out using a notepad or just type it out in the box.
just type it out like basically the states you're going. Like
Yeah. So like I would do
just do BB.
BBBB colon and then below it have like what it goes through.
Yeah,
So it would start at Q0,
then yeah,
Q0, and then an arrow to Q1,
and
and
then
then an arrow to Q1, and then an arrow to Q1. Is there one more or no?
I think
I think it is because it only stays on Q because there's 4
Yeah,
instructions.
that looks like.
it starts at Q0. So yeah, I think there's one more Q1.
Yeah, there would be another Q1.
But it goes through one of the B's here and then B, 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 right? So,
Yeah, but we're saying where it goes to. So it starts at Q0 and then
okay,
the first instruction takes it to Q1
right?
and then you have 3 more.
Yeah, so
You know what I
Q0
mean?
and then 3 more for Q1, right?
No, no, so there would be another Q1 because Q0 is not an instruction. We're just saying where it starts and then where it goes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And then we can do the same thing for ABC, BBC. And then we can just say Q0 to Q1 to Q1 to Q1 to Q1 and so on. So this one would have 7 total
Yeah,
Q0s and Q1s. So 6 Q1s.
there you go.
Should we put like end at the end just so they know? I don't know. We don't have to, but
Yeah, we can do parentheses end. There.
yeah,
Yeah, it should be fine.
I think that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, another JFlap thing. This one is X star. So an infinite amount of X's or none. And YZ question mark.
That's confusing me a bit.
That just means
We'd
that
go
you
to Y.
you can either have just Y or Y and Z. That's all that means.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then the plus is
One or more. So you have to have at least one Y.
okay.
So it will start off looping, so Q0 cannot be a finished state or a end
Okay.
state since we have that plus sign, but it can loop back to itself since we want an amount of X's.
Yeah,
Well, it's
So-
0 or more instances, so can we make
Yes,
it for
say again?
can we make it an end state because it's 0? Like, cause
No, because you have the plus and the YZ question mark. So you need to go at least one place
oh
over.
yeah, okay.
So
Oh,
Q0
okay.
will loop back to
everything back to
itself
itself.
with
Understood.
X star.
And then
Yeah.
you would have to have
And
a
then you'll
Y.
have, yeah, Q1 will be 0.2 by Q0 when there's a Y.
Yeah.
And then
And then we'll have another node where it points to if it's a Z.
Would that be from Q?
Q1 to Q2. Yeah. So that just Q1 will be the end state, by the way, because that guarantees we have a Y. And we don't need to have a Z, so that's why we're going to another node. So it'll be a
Mm.
final state.
Yeah.
And then, so we need to get back to have maybe more Ys or Zs. So then if Q2 is Y, it will point back to Q1.
yeah.
And then should we have an error state for this one as well? Just since we had one on the last one?
Yeah, why not? And we also need it to loop back to itself if it's a Y, right? But-
Yeah, it loops back to itself if it's Y.
Mm.
Like that.
Yes.
And also Q2 can also be an end state.
Yeah. You're right. Because,
Yeah, it can end
yeah,
it.
it can end on a Z. And then just have like an error state below it that will point to in the case of if Q0 is a Z, it should be an error. So this will all point to Q3. What was that?
No. I'll just delete them.
Maybe it was a label or something.
That's interesting.
I think I click set to label.
Probably, yeah.
That makes sense.
Okay, so
And this is
Q0 will
1, 2, 3.
go there if it's a Z.
Yep.
Okay. It's a Z.
Q1 will go there if it's an X. And Q2 will go there if it's an X.
Yeah.
Or a Z, because it can't have repeat Z's, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah,
it's because it's question mark, so it has to be only one Z.
Okay.
Maybe just move it closer to the top so we can have less of the text box taken up, you know what I mean?
Mm.
What is that? Okay. So, okay.
You can highlight it all.
Oh,
Yeah, like that, and then just drag it up.
oh yeah, that makes sense.
And then spread it out a little bit more so it's more readable.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Like drag error down.
Yeah, drag the error one a little bit more down so you can see the X.
Oh.
Oh,
You have
that-
to click off, yeah.
okay.
There we go. Okay, that's perfect. And then we have to do the same thing as last time with XXX, YYY, and then YZ, YZ, YYZ.
So that would be Q0, 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 and then Q1, Q1, Q1.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Well, you would have
Actually,
four
it'd be four
Q0s.
Q0s,
Yeah, it's the same as last time. Instead of the first Q0, should we just put like start?
we can do
think-
like start in parentheses. That'd be
Yeah, I think we should do that. So go
Yeah.
back to the last question in the text box and just add a parentheses
yeah,
next to
Okay.
Q0.
and just do like start.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Just to clarify that we don't think there's an extra step in there. Okay, so this. X, 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 Y, Y, Y. So start and then Q0. And then that will go to Q0 3 times. We'll go to Q0 all 3, yeah.
Yep.
And then it will go to Q1 3 times. And then a little end at the end of that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then YZ,
So yeah, so start Q0, then Q,
yeah.
and then Q2, then Q1, then Q2, then Q1. Yeah, I feel like you can follow that one.
So then Q1, Q2, Q1, Q2, Q1, Q1, Q2.
And
Yeah,
So Q0, Q1, and
yeah, you go
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2,
then
1, 1, 2.
yeah,
Yeah, so Q1, Q1, and then 2.
yeah, and then end.
and here,
That's
okay,
simple enough.
alright, once.
I think that's all for that question.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
you've been given TFA with the alphabet sum equals. So we just have to label this. That seems pretty
Yeah.
simple.
Okay.
Oh wait, dude, we did this stuff in 222. It's so easy.
I did not
Oh.
do this in 222.
No,
Oh.
it's basically just like you have 3 nodes that check if it's valid. If it's A, it will go to S1. If it's not A, because you need it to be A next, it goes back to S0. If
Oh,
it's
okay.
A, then
How
it
are
goes
we
to
supposed to draw
S2.
this though?
And then if it's A again, it will stay there because it has that AAB pattern still. And if it's C, then it will go back to the start. If it's B, it will go to the end.
Wow. I kind
Well,
of did not
no, we're doing a J
say
flap
that.
of this.
Oh, we'll just draw another one, okay,
Yeah,
makes sense.
just draw it out and it will make more sense when I'm explaining it. But
Okay.
this is pretty easy.
Alright. Just leave all of them open. Okay,
Right now, just draw 4 nodes and then we'll connect them and draw the rest and do it a little bit closer and bigger so we can see them. You can just zoom in and select them and drag them. That's pretty, yeah, there we go.
might be too big.
That was kind of big.
I think that would be too big, just a little bit more. There we go.
Good.
That should be fine. So, yeah, just draw arrows between them. The first one will be, if it's A. So if it's A, it will go to Q1. If
Mhm.
it's A again, it will go to Q2. And if it's B, then it will go to S3, which is our final state. And then once it gets to the final state, since it's asking for a substring, anything, any
Yeah.
possible value will loop back to itself.
So can you
So
just do
A, B, and C.
can you just do a
Let me
dot?
just change this. A dot?
Yeah.
Why'd we change it to Q3? Or,
Oh,
yeah, we changed
Oh.
that to,
I'll change it. They had it all named at S0, S1, S2, S3. So
it doesn't matter, I don't
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
but if you want, we can do that.
yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, does a dot represent everything?
Yeah, it presents like a wild card, right? But I think we're only doing A, B, and C, right?
Yeah. I think we can either put a dot or just put A, B, and C. It's up to y'all.
Yeah, I think A, B, or C because it says
Yeah.
like we're only
I'm
using.
fine with that, cause there's a chance we're wrong if we put a dot for some reason. There's no chance we're wrong if we just put ABC.
What
So
would
for
So
two
on
into
zero and
turn
S
Q,
okay,
turn Q3 into a final state, because that's where we're gonna end on.
mix? Yeah. check.
And then it will loop back for any value, so A, B, or C. That's, yeah. You can just click on it, you don't have to like do a little drag.
Oh, okay.
and then well Q0 would be
Mm,
a B or C, right?
Yeah, Q0 will loop back to itself if it's B or C. The only valid case is when it's A. And then Q1 will go back to Q0 if it's
B or
B
C.
or C.
And then Q2 will loop to itself if it's A.
Yes.
Then it'll go back if it's C.
Yeah, we might not be able to make this a straight line because it has to go back to Q0.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll figure out how to do it. So Q2 to Q0 if it's
C.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay, yeah, just drag Q1 down and move Q1 up a bit.
yeah.
Oh, that works.
fair.
Yeah, that's fine. Is that everything? So
It looks like it. Let's see
goes
that.
from
And
A, Q1.
this one is back.
All of them have three outputs, right? Q0 loops itself for C and B, and Q to
I'm gonna
A.
just change all the Q's to S's
You can do that if
because
you
they,
want.
okay.
I don't think they take off, but it can't hurt.
Yeah, it's not too hard to do.
Wait,
This two, this two.
and then I
Right.
think that's all. I mean,
Yeah.
what does it mean by there should not be any redundancy?
I think there can't be like multiple ways for what let me look it up, honestly. I don't wanna guess.
Because I don't remember him mentioning redundancy. Like for this unit.
I think it should just not restart. Or no.
Let me look it up on the notes
I
actually.
think it has redundancy if it like if we add an extra node in here and it's like S2 goes to S5 if it's A and S5 goes back to S0 if it's A. Maybe something like that. But I think we're fine. I don't see any other way we could set this up.
Yeah, I think this is right.
Oh, he drew it. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Hasn't even been 30 minutes left. We're on the last question.
That's it. I started mine late, so apparently we've only been working for 24 minutes.
Okay.
I can do it.
I started mine like
We have,
right when Dinesh clicked it.
yeah, we have 1 hour, 1 minute.
Alright, let's finish it before an hour. Okay.
Yeah. Y'all can we go over number one? Because I didn't understand y'all's
Yeah, we can
We'll
go
do
back
number
and do
5.
it after number 5, because I'm pretty sure I have it right.
okay, cool.
So given the,
Let's do.
oh, this is easy. We just have to make a table. Can't you like, oh, perfect.
How big is this table gonna
It
be?
would be, so we're gonna have S0, S1, S2, so that will be a column. And it's only A or B, so we need 3 columns
Gonna
and
be,
four,
4, yeah, 4.
four rows, I think.
It's beautiful. Okay.
Yeah. So the top left one will be empty. Yeah, that one will be A, and then the next one will be B. Is there any way we can like center this?
Shooters.
Or we could just shrink the table, like shrink it to the left. Yeah,
Could,
There you
sure,
go.
there's a way of
that'll be
centering.
fine.
So I'll
Okay,
let-
and then the far left will be S0, S1, and S2. How did he format this in the notes?
Yeah,
Uh,
I didn't go this far. It's great.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so he had input states.
Yeah,
So in the top left, we can just put input states because that's what he has on here. Yeah. Oh, does he mean input is like A, B, C, D, and then state? I don't know. He did it weird. Just leave it blank. I don't
It's like
think
the
there's a
input
point.
states is like the comment, the
I think,
type of column.
yeah, I think input states is two different things. Input is A, B, C, D, and states is S0, S1, S2.
yeah, that's what this whole column is.
Okay.
So,
So wait,
Yeah.
so
we'll just say states.
S0 is gonna be like the state you're at, and A is gonna be like
Yeah.
whatever the.
We can leave the top left one empty, by the way,
Okay.
because I don't think we need it. Yeah, so this is just gonna say what it does when when it's at S0 and the instruction is A.
So D S0,
Yeah,
that.
it would go to S0.
then
And then when it's B, it would go to S1.
yeah.
So just write S0.
Yeah,
Yep.
it would be S0 and then S1 in B. And then at S1, it goes to S2 for both. And then
So
at
one
S2,
question
it goes to S1 and S0.
1,
Yep.
0.
I mean that's be good,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Just so I know, how did you guys do this again? It's like the only question
So
I didn't go
just
with.
look at the drawing above. Look at S0. Where does it point to when the input is A?
Yeah, okay. And then B will go to
Yeah.
that, and then if you're at S1, A will go to.
Yeah, does it make
C.
sense?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's easy. Okay.
Yeah.
All
All right,
right.
and then you wanted to review question 1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So what don't you get about it right now?
so it either is all B's, or it's a B's, a string of A, or an A.
Well,
and
it doesn't have to be all B's because the brackets means you can select from the two.
Yeah,
And the two
brackets means
options
or.
are B star
Oh,
and
yeah.
A B star A. Does that clear anything up?
Okay, so then
And the
A.
fact that there's a
and B
star on the outside of the brackets means you can have a list of B's and then you can have A B star A. You can have as many of those, and then you can have another list of B's and then another list. It just makes it to where you can go back to the beginning and continuously do it. Because if you look at the diagram, this is kind of a loop. You don't have to end anywhere.
Okay. Okay.
Well, you have to end on Q0, but
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's right.
yeah, if you want, we can go through like an example of like,
I'm getting the gist. I trust y'all.
okay, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm free to turn it in if y'all are done with
Yeah.
it.
I'm down.
That's
Oh,
definitely
kind of
right.
simple.
That's definitely right. Do you want to change this? No, that's fine.
It's fine.
Are we missing anything on any of these?
We
Yeah.
have explanations.
1, 2 input. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
good there.
That
Yeah.
one's
Should error
just
be a
asking
final?
for it.
No.
No, error is never a final state because you want it to be stuck there.
Okay, that makes sense. Table. I think that's
I
fine. We
mean,
can turn it
yeah.
in.
Yep, feel free. There we
Alright.
go.
It's quick.
Yeah, you can stop the recording and then just like, send us a message or something once